This is an output for Midjourney. It's the outsider art of the gods. And I do believe it's true. Okay, we got another one coming up here. This one's a bit more in the weeds. We do love the weeds. This is Jim Henson Gospel Fractal 4K. Detail. And I tell you what it is about the Midjourney, and oh boy, it's exciting to me because I've been so alone my whole life. I'll tell you what the Midjourney is like. The Midjourney is like this. Every word is a visual guitar pedal. And you know, we say, some people, we have a synesthetic experience. And if that synesthetic experience goes with a technology, oh boy, that can be very useful, but otherwise it's quite isolating. And so my whole life I haven't been able to explain what my synesthetic experience is like. But now I can put it a certain way. And I can talk to a certain technology a certain way. And I tell you what, every word, I mean every natural English word, I mean, by word, I mean what the philosophers and the linguists, they would call natural language, real words, not labeling strings in the context of a computer programming word, not dictionary words, but natural words. Every natural word in the English language is a visual guitar pedal now, just like in my head. And I tell you what, that's how a lot of imagistic poetry works. And this connection I've always seen between computer programming and the lyrical literary poetry. And it takes even funny poetic descriptions, like here, an entire lobster who's the head of a duck. Or something as simple as funky Egyptian pyramids. I tell you what, I've been so alone in my little word. So alone where my wordy gibberish was word salad to all the peoples. Here we go. A Baroque dragon a Baroque velociraptor versus a Rococo dragon. It's the way I think, and it seems to me it's the way my friend, the Midjourney, is thinking too. So thank you, Midjourney. I've been so alone. Some guitar improvisation I did in the background here, many years ago in the college when I was practicing my guitar scales. Paid off this one time. This is Quetzalcoatl, the bird who snakes our wings. Here's a phrase that influenced my life. I read it one time in a guitar book. This phrase was used to describe the music of the Sonny Sharrock and all the John Coltrane cultist friends. This phrase is gospel expressionism. Speaking of gospel, here's an unspeakably holy gospel fractal in the style of Hilma off Clint, detail 4K. Good job, Gospel Clint. Oh boy, the YouTube people, I wish I could explain to you my legitimate scientific and research interest in seeing how the intersection of the the poetry and the prompt engineering works. Oh boy, I can only show you. You know, all the great philosophers, they say that if a person says they have some ideas in their head but they can't articulate them, they're wrong. They've got no thoughts. Great philosophers say a person who couldn't exist, whose expressive faculties exceeds their thoughtful faculties, they have confidence that there could be no such a person such as them. I don't know. For me, you know, I was drawn to the psychedelic rock and roll because even though it possibly wasn't my great strength, because, you know, they've got the guitar pedals and they got the poetry in the psychedelic rock and the illustration of the poetry in a sensuous way. And those concepts are closely associated. But we couldn't make the words directly into the visual guitar pedals in our heads. We had to just picture that in the dark, listening to the piper at the gates of dawn. Listening to piper gates of dawn in the dark, underneath the light of the moon, underneath the light side of the moon. This is the God disc.